Captain Zornith peered out the viewscreen of the survey ship as it entered orbit around the small, blue-green planet. According to the charts, this world had recently been colonized by the humans. Still a young race, they were spreading through the stars remarkably fast. "Begin scanning the surface," Zornith ordered. The various sensors and probes aboard the ship hummed to life, gathering data on the composition of the planet, its climate, and any life forms detected. To the captain's surprise, the scans indicated two distinct sets of human life signs, one clustered around the colony site, marked on their charts, but another scattered across much of the primary continental landmass in small tribal groupings. Are we certain of these readings? The humans already have separate indigenous tribes. It was almost unheard of for a new colony, unless the colonists had arrived long ago. The science officer dialed in the scans further. "Confirmed, sir. The sites match human life signs, but the tribal groups appear to be pre-industrial. They register as genetically compatible with the colonists, however." "Fascinating," murmured Zornith. "A seed ship must have stopped here long ago, or perhaps their survey team decided to go native, an intriguing puzzle, and one the elders back home would certainly be interested in. Take us into low orbit over the colony. Let's see how they're getting along, living alongside their ancient cousins." The ship glided lower, its hull now skimming through wispy clouds. The main settlement came into view. Durasteel buildings and landing pads blended oddly with simple wooden structures and dirt roads. Groups of humans worked and socialized, some dressed in modern garb, others in crude tribal furs and leather. "Open a general communications channel," Zornith ordered. "Channel open, sir." Zornith stood straight and cleared his throat. "Greetings, humans of this world. I am Captain Zornith of the survey vessel Ryloth. On behalf of the Interstellar Union, I welcome you to the galactic community." It took a moment for a reply. "Hello to you as well, Captain," came the response. Administrator Jackaris speaking. "Welcome to Hope Colony." The voice sounded weary but friendly. "We apologize for not contacting the Union ourselves already. As you can likely see, progress establishing ourselves here has been complex." "No need to apologize," Administrator Zornith hastened to reply. "The circumstance of this planet, with both colonists and tribal groups, appears most unusual. Please tell me of your experiences so that we may learn." Jackaris sighed. "When our ship arrived 2 years ago, we thought the world was uninhabited, ideal for settlement. But on our first expedition beyond the colony perimeter, we encountered a tribe who call themselves the River People. They took us for spirits at first. It was tricky convincing them we meant no harm." "Remarkable," muttered Zornith, "to discover lost branches of one's own species. But once assured of our peaceful intent." Jackaris continued, "The River People welcomed us in friendship. We learned they descended from the survivors of an ancient colonization attempt here over 3 centuries ago. Its technology failed shortly after landing, and the children of those pioneers eventually reverted to a simpler way of life." Zornith nodded, his hypothesis proven true, and have relations between colony and tribe continued amicably? "For the most part, yes. Once trade and communication were opened up, other tribes came forward eager to connect with us as well. It's been a challenge overcoming the tech gap, but I'm proud to say colony citizens and tribal members work side by side, expanding our settlement. They provide knowledge of the land and environment, while we share advanced tools, medicine, and engineering techniques." Jackaris went silent a moment. "I cannot pretend there is never friction. We have had incidents on both sides, wild beasts attacking tribal hunters near our perimeter, colonists damaging sacred tribal sites in ignorance, but through perseverance and understanding we find a way forward. Mostly it is the children who lead us. Playing together free of old judgments or conventions, seeking only friendship and adventure with open hearts. When so led by the innocent, how can the rest of us fail to follow?" Zornith smiled, quite moved by the human's words. "Children the same across every species. Your two peoples are alike in spirit, no matter the differences in custom. Take pride in how much progress you have made together already. The Union is here to support you now as well. What technological aid or expertise can we provide?" Jackaris considered. "Well, the tribes remain semi-nomadic out of necessity for hunting and foraging. If you could assist us adapting compact, portable shelters with artificial environments to allow groups and families to settle in place but retain independence, I believe that would ease tensions dramatically. Many tribes wish for permanent villages but fear the loss of culture and identity." Excellent. We can certainly develop such modular shelter solutions. Ideas and schematics were already spinning through Zornith's engineer brain. We will transmit proposals for your approval shortly. Wonderful, Jackarus exclaimed, and in return, perhaps we can develop an exchange program for Union students or researchers to embed directly with the tribes for a season. To truly grasp a culture, one must live fully within it. Just so, agreed Zornith readily. Hands-on sociology research is invaluable, not to mention secretly thrilling for those young Union xenologists and anthropologists granted such assignments on newly contacted planets. Risky duty as well, of course, but the waiting list remained always long. Now, where else can we be of aid to you, Administrator? Jackarus blew out his breath slowly. Well, there is one other request. A significant one. We have reason to believe there may be yet another settlement of lost human descendants here. Zornith straightened in surprise. Go on. Some months ago, a few of the tribes told stories of a reclusive settlement high in the northern mountains. They call this group Shadow Children and claim they wield powerful earth magic. At first, we discounted such tales as fanciful myths or superstition, but just recently, an unauthorized drone flight by some of our youth recorded images matching the description. I must say, Administrator, this planet becomes more fascinating by the hour. Zornith felt his own excitement rising at the thought of another human enclave discovered, especially one shrouded in such delicious mystery. Have you made contact with these Shadow Children yourself? We have not, Captain, and that is the aid we require, Jackarus admitted reluctantly. The tribes whisper that those who trespass uninvited never return. While merely rumor, perhaps there is truth behind their isolationist hostility toward outsiders. No lives have been risked thus far. Of course, death threats only made the prospect more appealing to thrill-seeking Union explorers, Zornith knew. Still, this required finesse. Diplomacy and discretion would be essential approaching such an unknown settlement. If this Shadow Children do prove another lost colony, Jackarus added, an anxious note entering his voice, I hope negotiation may peacefully open friendly relations. Their integration could be the key to truly bridging all peoples on this world, and if they have indeed retreated so fully from technology, bringing them back into the fold may be complicated at best. Adrenaline still humming through his veins, Zornith clasped his hands behind his back decisively. You have my word, Administrator, the Union will proceed with utmost caution and respect. Our most skilled diplomats will make overtures to this third colony. With fortune, this world's lost children will be lost no more. Jackarus sighed, relieved. My gratitude, Captain. Your aid and guidance in these times has been beyond measure. He gave a short laugh. I must say, when I left old Earth, I imagined my journey's greatest adventure already concluded. But now, the frontier may only be opening wider every day. Zornith chuckled as well, clicking his heel claws together. Well said again. The human spirit of exploration cannot be contained, nor should it be. Even we old spacefarers continue learning that truth. He studied the busy colony below, worked and lived in jointly now by two young branches of a remarkable young race. And somewhere high in those rugged mountains, a third offshoot thrived isolated still, perhaps wielding powers beyond present understanding. What astonishing journeys might this world now take its diverse peoples on together one day? Yes, Administrator, I do believe your greatest adventures lie still ahead.